Ronaldo, 950 plus goals. Messi, 890 plus. Together, around 1,850 plus goals. Numbers we call legendary. But before them, there was a man who scored 5,000, and history erased him. His name was Josef Bican, and history's greatest scorer is a ghost. Vienna, 1913. A boy is born into poverty. His father, a footballer, dies after a match due to an injury. His mother forbids the game, but hunger has its own laws. He plays barefoot in alleys, chasing a rag ball through dust and shadow. No boots, no pitch, no crowd, just instinct, just survival. Fast forward to 1931, Vienna. An 18-year-old walks into the rapid Vienna Stadium. The city's still rebuilding from war and hunger. But here, under the floodlights, hope takes human form. And from the first whistle, the crowd knows this boy isn't like the rest. 4 goals that night, effortless, electric, then 7 in one game, as if he was rewriting what human reflex could do. Season after season, the numbers climbed like a heartbeat. 1931 to 32, 16 goals. 1932 to 33, 29. 1933 to 34, 52, and he was still under 20. Every goal was more than a score line. It was a statement, a message to the poverty he'd outrun. You won't have me back. By 1934, Europe had a new obsession. They called him Der Maschine von Stadlau, the machine for Vienna. But behind the nickname was something deeper, a boy who'd turned survival into art. They called him Fast, but fast doesn't begin to describe it. In 1936, Josef Bican ran the 100 meters in 10.8 seconds. Barefoot, on grass, no spikes, no starting blocks, no modern track. The Olympic champion that year? 10.3 seconds. Only half a second faster, on a perfect track in perfect shoes. Bican didn't train for medals. He trained to outrun hunger. He sprinted through poverty, through war, through doubt, and turned every race into survival. When he moved, the ball didn't follow him, it obeyed him. Football historian Dr. Jonathan Wilson once said, he developed proprioceptive genius. His body and ball moved as one. And in that movement, in that harmony of chaos and control, the legend of Josef Bican began. Each run, each strike, each blur of motion was more than speed. It was a man defying time itself. By 1935, Josef Bican had conquered Vienna. But Europe was changing, flags shifting, borders tightening, politics poisoning sport. And so, at 22, he made a choice that would define everything. He left Austria. He left home. He boarded a train to Prague, chasing not money, not fame, but freedom. They called it betrayal. Austria accused him of abandoning his country. But Bican had seen too much poverty to serve another master. He wanted to play football, not politics. He chose Czechoslovakia as his new nation, and that decision would give him greatness and cost him recognition. Because while his goals would make him immortal in Prague, they would also erase him from Western memory. At Slavia Prague, Bican became something else entirely. Not a player, a phenomenon. Crowds filled the stadium just to see him move. Each touch had calculation, but no hesitation, like his instincts were a step ahead of physics itself. 1936, 57 goals. 1937, 69. 1938, 84. 3 seasons, 210 goals. Numbers that didn't look real then and still don't now. Today's analysts study expected goals. He created them before the term existed. František Planica said, he'd announce the corner, then find it. Every time, he didn't just score, he predicted. He'd tell teammates, far post, then send it there, past the keeper, like destiny already decided. In those years, football became his language. He spoke it fluently, and the world listened. But as the cheers in Prague grew louder, another sound began to rise across Europe. The sound of boots, of marching, of war. 1939, tanks in Prague. Flags change. Borders vanish. The Austrian who became Czech becomes stateless. Leagues collapse. Teams dissolve. But Bican keeps playing. 127 goals in 39, 143 in 40, 168 in 41. And yet, those numbers fade. Not because he stopped scoring, but because no one dared write them down. He embarrassed the regime. And when tyrants control history, they erase what they cannot own. Dr. Ulrich Mathaja, the Nazis kept meticulous archives, except of those who embarrassed them. By the time the war ended, football had moved on. But Bican was still trapped behind a new wall, the Iron Curtain. When the guns finally fell silent, the world began to rebuild. And in the ruins of Europe, Josef Bican kept scoring. He didn't just return to football, he reinvented it. Between 1945 and 1948, while cities rebuilt brick by brick, he built something even rarer, a new definition of impossible. 3 seasons, over 600 goals. 1945, 215 goals. 1946, 189. 1947, 201. A rhythm so precise it felt inhuman. 1.7 goals per match, the equivalent of scoring 102 goals every modern season. He wasn't chasing records, he was rewriting them. In today's numbers, his records look absurd. Messi, 91 in a calendar year. Ronaldo, 69, Bican, 200 on average. He didn't just break mathematics, he made it obsolete. They called him a machine from Stadlau, but machines don't feel. And Bican's game was all feeling. He scored with elegance, precision, fury, and joy. There was no arrogance, just certainty. His teammates called him the clockmaker because his timing never broke. He'd pause, look up once, and make defenders disappear like a magician dismissing volunteers. Each goal was precision dressed as instinct. Each match, a masterclass no one broadcast. But as his legend reached its height, so did the reach of power. Czechoslovakia fell behind the Iron Curtain. And suddenly, Bican's goals weren't just statistics, they were propaganda. Posters called him hero of the people. But beyond those borders, silence. FIFA ignored the numbers. Western journalists dismissed them as myths. Stalin used his goals. FIFA erased them. And somewhere between propaganda and oblivion lay the truth. In Zurich, the official record reads 805 goals. That's the number FIFA recognizes. The neat, rounded figure that fits inside a ledger. But outside those offices, the numbers grow wilder. The RSSSF, football statistical keepers, trace his verified total to 1,813. And among the archives in Prague, old reporters whisper of something even greater. Friendlies, 400 plus. Wartime matches, 1,500 plus. Training and reserve games, over 2,000. Add them all, and you reach a number so large it almost stops being real, 5,000 goals. Pelé claimed more than 1,200 goals he scored, while official are 757. We called it legend. Bican claimed 5,000, while official are 805. We called it fiction. We celebrate Pelé's myth and doubt Bican's truth. The difference wasn't greatness. It was timing and geography. One played beneath cameras, the other behind a curtain. Maybe the real number is 0, because once history stops telling your story, every goal disappears. He retired quietly. No applause, no farewell. In the 1980s, long after the stadiums had emptied, Josef Bican could still be found where he'd always belonged, on a football field. No cameras, no crowds, just children and a worn-out ball. The man who once scored 5,000 goals now lived on a pension of barely $100 a month. The richest striker in history, forgotten by the world he once amazed. In 1998, he said, "I don't count goals anymore. I count memories." December 12, 2001. Television paused, but the world didn't. There are no global tributes, no headlines, just a quiet note in Prague's evening news. Josef Bican has passed away. He died as he lived, modestly, quietly, still smiling. Greatness isn't measured by the numbers history keeps, but by the moments it forgets. And Josef Bican had 5,000 of them. But legends don't disappear. They wait for the day someone remembers to tell their story again.
Josef Bican, 24. minúte.
Every legend starts somewhere. Two worlds, one game, infinite dreams. Yet 99% of talent is never discovered. From nothing to glory isn't just content, it's a movement. 23,000 smart fans, 50 countries, one family. Your journey from nothing to glory starts now. From nothing to glory, where legends are born.